Hello, welcome. This lighting is like very strange. Hello, welcome back. This is awkward lighting. I don't feel like doing nothing to it. This is a general reading for Capricorn for Gemini season. I don't even know when Gemini season ends. I think it goes until like the first, no, I don't know. This is for Gemini season. So tuning in to do your reading feels like the transformations that you have been waiting for and probably calling in for yourself are finally showing up for you. I do, however, think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think I would have to Google it. Maybe your right side is, I don't know what side is supposed to be the more feminine or masculine side, like if it's the right or the left. But it feels like you are tuning in a little bit more to your healthy feminine energy, and it truly doesn't matter whatever your gender is or what you identify with. We all have the polarity of both feminine and masculine energy, and really, does it even exist? Who knows? We are everything all in one. We are the universe in one. So whatever your beliefs are, but it feels like you are tuning in a little bit more to what's considered healthy feminine energy. So before, you might have kind of kept yourself closed off, maybe blocked yourself to certain opportunities from certain people, even though I think that maybe your intuition or your heart was leading you to those places, people, or opportunities. I think that there was a part of you that kind of shut down, and I keep doing this for some reason. It's almost like the barriers were placed in front of you, but these were barriers of your own making. So the first card that I got for you was the King of Cups, and I think that if you are not currently feeling this, why doesn't it focus? Whatever. If you are not currently feeling this strong energy within yourself, this is what you will be feeling this Gemini season. And although it feels like you've broken through a lot of barriers, there's still a little bit of deep dive that's needed. And I say that just because sometimes you might try to just pour out into people more than you receive, and I don't think that you do this as like a means to maybe control, where you might have done that, like in your teen years. You might have maybe shown up for people in certain manners just so that you would receive what you wanted or what you needed back. And I think that might have been a pattern that you didn't even recognize, maybe something you weren't even aware of. But now it seems like you're like, okay, I have all of this to give. I'm going to give it to myself. I'm going to give it to myself first. And I say that just because he has like two cups in front of him, but they both kind of look empty, but there's a ton around him. Like there's a ton that he can pour into them and into himself. And I think that is what you will be doing for yourself lately. And I might use himself, herself, I might use either of those, but the energy doesn't matter. I just identify the gender that shows up in the card just for the sake of explaining the card itself and how it felt. So the next card that I got for you was the Magician, and this one feels good. The Magician always feels good. I think you will be able to manifest a lot more for yourself. Also, it looks very Capricorn-y just because of like the antlers. I don't know what the fuck I was about to say. I was about to say Capricorn is a deer. Capricorn is a goat. And I pictured a whole deer too. Ew, I think you just spit. That didn't happen, okay? Moving on. So the next card again was the Magician. And it feels good. It feels like you might be resonating with a lot more deities now. Whatever your religious beliefs may be, it feels like you are finally like waking up to your own power, just because previously I think that you might have given that away to other people and maybe to situations that you might have kind of ruminated on for a while, that distracted you ultimately from your highest self. But you see here, there's literally like curtains being pulled back, and I think that you are finally showing up for yourself and really showing up in the world, in the community around you, as who you have been this entire time. But it's not someone that anyone is going to recognize, because I think that you've been suppressing parts of yourself for quite a while. And so you will be seen truly for your true self. You will be carrying such a strong energy that you might be pulling in a lot of attention, bringing a lot of attention to yourself, whether or not you actually want it. And I think people might look at you like you have like God energy right now, and that truly just speaks to the amount of integration that you've done. So I am very proud of you. It feels really, really good. And the next card that I got for you was the Three of Cups. This one also came out in reverse, and I feel like with the King of Cups coming out first, and just kind of going back to what I felt about like having these two empty cups, and learning and accepting that it's time for you to kind of pour that back into yourself. I think that what might prevent you from doing that, at least it's obviously not going to be forever, and I don't think you will be perpetuating this for too long, or continuing this pattern, because I think you will notice it immediately. Like, you'll know what I'm talking about, whatever that pattern may be for you, whatever behavior that may be for you. But the way that this Three of Cups feels, it feels like you will be tempted towards previous limitations. So whatever that limitation might look like for you, if it is maybe accepting a job offer that you know is like accepting a job offer that you know is like beneath you because you have so much more experience than that, or if it's like setting yourself up almost like for failure if you place yourself in situations that you know are not meant for you. So I think that can be a potential blockage for you, just because for some reason it feels like you might choose comfort and safety over like true alignment, and it's something to be very, very mindful of. So that's kind of all that I got with that, but I do feel like that is changing, and again, that might be something that you had repeated or continued in the past, and I don't think you're going to be doing that anymore, also because there's really cute butterflies in this card, and it just feels like, okay, it's time. So who knows, maybe that deep the way that I felt it and saw it was almost like this like heavy ass coat, so like the relief of like, okay, fine, like I've let this go, that is gonna allow you to really like step into your own divinity. And then the next card that I got for you was the Ten of Pentacles. This one, it came out in reverse, but I didn't really feel it in reverse. I don't always read them in reverse, as I've mentioned in almost every reading that I've ever done, but with this one, the Ten of Pentacles, there is I think this is it's a moth. So there's a moth at the very, very center of the card, and going back to the Magician card when I said that you might be attracting or receiving more attention than you even expect or than you even want, like just randomly, I think that you will literally start to feel like you're the light bulb to like a moth. Like, you know how moths are always around light bulbs and like whatever. I know you know the analogy, whatever I'm trying to say, the metaphor. It feels like you are showing up as the light, and also on the same spectrum of that, you will also be this is a terrible metaphor, that's just how I'm seeing it and hearing it. The same way that people and opportunity and abundance is going to be showing up for you, as if you were a magnet to them, you will be aligning with the people, the abundance, and the opportunities that are meant for you. And I say that because before, when maybe you were in like this Three of Cups, like in reverse energy, maybe when you were here, you might have kind of weighed yourself down a little bit. And in this Ten of Pentacles, you see how the moth is kind of like rising above this literal anchor. And in your reading for May, we talked about something about the heart space, and like I think it was like a heart chakra activation or something like that, because there was a lot that was weighing on your heart. That weight is no longer keeping you stuck, and I think that is because you are in this kind of King of Cups energy, or you will be kind of moving into this energy and realizing that you have all of this to give, and you don't just have to kind of pour it out for the sake of pouring, but now you've decided not only to pour it into yourself, but into only the things that you truly want and the things that are truly in alignment with you. So I would encourage you to just make a little bit more time and space, not necessarily to like purge emotionally, because I think you've done that quite a bit. So rather than purging, I think that your lesson this Gemini season is going to be more being able to integrate and being able to truly dive into your heart space and be able to just kind of sit there comfortably and peacefully, without being afraid of what might come and go in life, whether that be a person, a job, or whatever. Because sometimes we do get stuck. Sometimes we get stuck in what's comfortable. And I don't think you're going to be doing that anymore. I think you're finally learning how to ride the waves, be vulnerable, and not be afraid, and still hold on to all of your power. Because it feels like this is your blooming season. That's pretty damn good. So make some time to tune into your intuition a little bit more, because you want the head and the heart to match. You do not want them to be off balance or disconnected. And when the head and the heart match, you align with all of the fucking magic that is around you. So I'm really excited for you. It feels really, really good. This is the strongest energy that I felt for you. That whole like moth to a flame type of thing, that's the same way that you will be attracting. I feel like I keep spitting. I'm so sorry. I have braces. But that whole moth to a flame or moth to a light, I feel like I need to Google that, whatever metaphor I'm trying to say, because I can see it. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like everything is going to feel magnetic for you. Magnetic, aligned, free-flowing, and easy. And I think you've been waiting for easy. Take advantage of this. I don't know what's to tell you. I wish I had more advice to give you, honestly, but there's not much advice for me to give. At least not this month, it looks like. Tune into yourself though. Thank you for watching. Please remember, I will never DM you for a reading. I'm kind of thirsty, honestly. I've been talking for like 30 minutes without drinking water. Please remember, I will never DM you for a reading. My only Instagram is Mountains by Melody Ann, and you can schedule a one-on-one with me at www.theholistichealer.org.